Hey everyone, I just bought a new pair of shoes online and I thought, why not make a video explaining how to set up your very own online store so that you can accept payments from around the world and ship your products to places around the world. So let's get started walking through every step involved in setting up your online store. Okay, and now here is our final product. Here is the basic e-commerce store that we're going to be setting up in this video. And now developers are probably going to quote you around $5,000 or $6,000 for a similar site, in my experience. And if you haven't talked to developers and gotten quotes, I encourage you to get a quote from them and see for yourself how expensive, some of these sites can actually be for developers to make. And when it can be so easy for us to walk through this video and the steps involved in this process. But I'm going to be walking you through everything involved in this. I will show you how to add recent products onto your homepage. I will show you how to add this cover image onto your homepage. I will show you how to add a unique custom store logo onto your homepage and throughout the site. I will show you how to add products into your shopping store here. For me, I've set up an example shoe store, but I'm going to show you how to set up all of these images, what are called featured images. I will show you how to set products on sale. I'll show you how to sell various sizes of your products and create a drop-down menu here. I will show you how to, you can do this in different colors or whatever you need. I'll show you how to make it so when you click on the product image, a larger image of the product comes up. I will show you how to set up your shopping cart. And I'll show you how to set up payments so you're going to be able to actually receive these payments into your bank account from your customers around the world. So everything involved in this online store, I'm going to walk you through step by step in this video. So let's get started setting this up. Okay, so let's take a look here at the steps that I have laid out that we'll need to walk through in order to create our online store and get it on the internet. So the first thing I have listed here is we'll actually need to go out and register a domain name for our website. And this is just anything like www.yourwebsite.com, mywebsite.com. This is your URL and basically your internet address where your visitors are going to be able to find you. And to get this is going to cost about $15 a year. Now the next thing that we'll need to do is we'll need to go out and get web hosting. And now what web hosting is basically just a computer that is on 24/7 that allows you to upload your content, upload your images, upload all of your products to this computer, and it allows you to stay online. Now it's actually kind of complex, but all of the websites that you see on the internet are hosted by a company. So in order to get web hosting, we'll need to go out and get this, and this is going to cost us about $8 a month. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to install WordPress. Now I'm going to show you how you can just do a one-click install of WordPress, and it is super easy. Now WordPress is just a content management system. It is a system where it basically manages your content. I mean, you just upload your content, you upload your images. It makes it so there's no coding whatsoever involved in setting your website up. Now, basically, it's like just editing a Microsoft Word document, like I have here. You just add your content to the document, you save the document, and your content is posted on the internet. I'll show you how easy this is once we get there, but it really is quite easy. Now the fourth thing that we need to do is we need to install an e-commerce theme. Now I know of a great theme. It's one of the most popular themes out there for e-commerce, and luckily this is actually going to be free for us. And lastly, we'll be walking through setting up your website. I'll show you how to add products to your website, how to add multiple pages on your website. I'll show you how to set up a payment solution on your website so you can start accepting payments from your visitors around the world. I'll show you how to add various useful widgets to your website, social media widgets, and stuff like that. And lastly, I'll just help walk you through making your website look pretty and look very professional. So now the first thing that we need to do is we're going to need to actually go out and register a domain name for our website and get web hosting for it. And luckily I know of a place where we can do both of those. So if we just go to www.hostgator.com, we'll come to a web hosting company that's very big in the industry, and they're really well known. Now, this is a company that I have always gone to when I've been setting up all of my websites. I've been setting up, several of the eCommerce sites that I've set up. One of the biggest reasons I like them is because of this live chat feature they have here, and it's super easy to get a hold of them. Whenever you have questions regarding your site or anything like that. Now we just need to go to our web hosting tab here. And we'll see here actually that HostGator offers a lot of different web hosting plans. Hatchling, Baby Plan, and the Business Plan here. Now for this plan, I generally like to go with the Baby Plan here. A big reason being that they offer unlimited domains for this Baby web hosting plan, which means that I can have several different websites hosted by this one web hosting plan. So I can have my mom's website, I can have my friend's website, I can have all of my websites just hosted under this one web hosting plan. And I also think it's a pretty decent price. So what I generally do is I generally set it up with monthly, because I really don't like to be committed to companies in the long term. It would make more sense if I did like a 3-year plan. I would save money monthly, but I don't really like to be tied in. So I do monthly, and let's click order now. Now here we're going to need to register our domain name, so we can enter in what we want our website to be called. Now this should be really similar to kind of the content that you're selling on your website. Now for me, since I'm serving as an example, I will just do creating an online store is easy. And since I've already registered that domain, it's not going to be available. But yours will be available, and you'll just select that domain name here. Now if you already have a domain name, say you've registered your domain name with GoDaddy already, you'll want to select I already own this domain name and enter the domain name here. So once you do that, we'll want to actually save 25% off. So I have a coupon code that will actually save you 25% off rather than the 20% off. And now if you're going to register a domain and get hosting with HostGator anyways, I would appreciate it if you would use my coupon code, which is just ShopOnline25, and we can click validate there. And we'll come down and we can see that we're now getting 25% off rather than their standard 20% off. So we just need to delete the coupon code that appeared in that field automatically for you and enter in ShopOnline25. Now let's go back up, and we need to enter in our information. So you're going to want to enter in your username, a security PIN, your billing information here. And now if you're outside of the US, HostGator also accepts PayPal. So if you are outside of the US, you may want to select this field here. And now you're going to want to uncheck these add-ons. I do not feel that they're necessary at all. So just want to uncheck those. And great, we got 25% off. I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. And we'll select Create Account. And after we click Create Account, we will come to this thank you page. And when we're here, we're going to need to follow the instructions and go check our email. So let's do that. And here is the email from sales@hostgator.com. So let's click on that. And in this email, we're going to want to click on your control panel. So the link right here. So let's click on that. And we're going to grab our username and password. So let's go back to the email. You can see my username is just case. And my password is this. So let me copy that. And go back to the login here. Okay, so we're logged into our control panel here. So let's get out of this. No, thank you. So once you come to this screen, this is your control panel. You will want to scroll down to software services right here. And we're going to want to click on the quick install right here. And once we click there, let's come into our left menu here and click on WordPress. And continue. So let's make sure that the domain that we've just registered appears right here in this field. And let's enter in our information here. So my email is case.gilbreth@yahoo.com. Blog title. Now we can change this anytime we want. This is basically just the title that you want of, on your website. So for me, I can just have my online store. Admin user, I'll just keep as admin. And first name, last name. And like I said in the steps that I had laid out, this is just a one-click install of WordPress. So once I click install now, it's going to install this content management system on our website. So let's click install now. Okay, and here we get a congratulations. Your installation is ready, and it's telling us that WordPress has been installed on our website. Now, in my experiences with installing WordPress for the first time on my websites, it actually takes a few hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours for WordPress to fully install on the website. So right now I'm just going to take a little break, and when I come back, I will walk you through, looking at WordPress and walking you through it. Okay, so for me, it looks like WordPress has already been installed on my website. Now, like I said, it can take up to 2 to 3 hours, and sometimes it can take 5 or 10 minutes for WordPress to fully install on your website. So, let's go ahead and just take a look at how our website looks right now. So let's go to our domain, and mine is creating an online store is easy. So we can see that once we've installed WordPress on our website, that the website has changed its look. And now this is just a default theme that WordPress has loaded on our website. The next thing that I'd like to do is actually go grab a nice e-commerce theme. And now this is a free theme, and it's really popular. So we're going to need to go actually get this at www.woothemes.com. So that's www.woothemes.com. And once we're here, we want to click on themes and view all of our themes. And let's check free right here, and let's search. And right here is the free e-commerce theme that I like to use. I think it's really attractive, and like I said, it's one of the most popular e-commerce themes that a lot of big companies are using. So let's click on Misstyle, and let's click on the free download button and download now. Free download. Now you'll actually have to register for a free account with WooThemes. I've already set up an account with them, so I'm just going to log in. I don't think I need to show you how to set up an account with them. But let's go to view all your orders. Or we can click on downloads here. And just click again on misstyle. Okay, and it looks like it's been downloaded. So here is the file actually right here. It will be a zip file. So once you have that in your downloads, let's go back to our congratulations page. WordPress will also have sent you an email with your login information. But I can see that my username is just admin. No need to copy that. But let's copy and paste. Let's copy our password and go back to our domain, and we're going to need to log into our dashboard. So we're going to need to type wp/admin, and this logs us into our dashboard here. Now I've already been logged in. You'll probably get to a field where you'll need to enter in your username and password. But here's our dashboard. This is the back end of WordPress. So it's the back end of our site. In our dashboard, we can actually, this is where we're going to be updating our content, loading all of our products onto our website, adding our payment solution so we can accept payments. Everything entailing our website, we'll be editing it from here. So let's install that theme that we've just downloaded from WooThemes. So let's go to Appearance, Themes, and let's click on Install Themes. And we're going to upload this theme into WordPress. So let's click on Upload here. And choose File. So let's find this file. I guess this should be in my downloads since I just downloaded this. And I will just go down to misstyle, zip. Make sure that you upload the zip file and click install now. Okay, theme installed successfully. Let's click activate here. Okay. And it looks like the misstyle theme has been loaded on our site. So let's go back to our domain name and see if our new theme is now on our site. Okay, great. We can see that our theme has been updated on our site, so we have a new look of our site. So we actually got an e-commerce theme on our site now, which is great. Starting to look a little better. So let's close some of these browsers here. Okay, and before we start adding products and images and everything to our website, one of the first things that I like to do when I log into my WordPress dashboard for the first time is I like to change my password to log into WordPress, because I can't really remember the password that WordPress gives you. So let's go to, go to users here in the left menu, and let's click edit right here. And let's scroll down and let's enter a new password that we can remember. And let's click update. Okay. Now, the next thing I like to do is, if you may have noticed going to your website, that when you press enter, there's no www in front of your URL. Now, I'm a little bit picky about this. I like to have a www in front of my URL, my website. And this is, of course, very easy to fix. So I will fix this right away. So I'm going to click on settings right here.